Hello and welcome back, our dear viewers. In the light of the growing interest in environmental sustainability, the Union of Specialized Environmental Institutions and Companies was recently announced in Kuwait, pursuant to Public Authority for Manpower Resolution number 2 of 2025, dated April 16, 2025. The resolution was published in the official Gazette Kuwait Today on April 27, 2025. To further understand the objectives and the missions of the Union and its role in achieving sustainable development goals in Kuwait, we are so pleased to have with us today Dr. Ali Khuraibet, Chairman of the Union of Specialized Environmental Institutions and Companies. Welcome to the show, Doctor.
Thank you so much, and good morning to you, and good morning to all Kuwait and the viewers.
That's really nice. And talking about like the purpose behind that inspired you to create this association.
Well, the seed was planted in 2010, but it didn't being flourished until April 2025. We had the honor that this professional association to be declared officially by His Excellency the Minister of Interior, and also by the agreement of the Authority of Manpower in the state of Kuwait. This type of association is usually like a union that gathers all professional environmental firms and consultation companies in the state of Kuwait. These firms and companies play a very important role because most of the developmental projects, especially the major developmental project, need to be environmentally and socially assessed before giving permission for them to be implemented. So all developmental projects like seaport, airports, mega hospitals, highways, residential areas, industrial areas, these are environmentally and socially assessed, and all the consultation documents are submitted to the EPA by these consultation firms and companies. Then it is reviewed by the Environment Public Authority of the State of Kuwait. Then approval is given to them. This is just to ensure that all these developmental projects will not harm the people and will not harm the environment.
So there are specific standards that the association is going through and assist in order to make the permission for the company so they can further establish and also
we give the support because we want this sector to be flourishing in the state of Kuwait and to have more project given to them because there is competition between sometimes international or regional companies and local companies. So the preference should be going to the local companies, and of course if there is any kind of assistance from international or regional companies, they are more welcome to assist these companies.
That's really great. And with this great vision, what are some projects or maybe like some initiative that you are currently leading?
In the association, we divided our work into two segments or two parts. The first one is related to supporting the environmental firms and consultation companies. And this is we can do in collaboration and also cooperation with the Environment Public Authority and also with His Excellency the Minister of Oil, which is the President of the Higher Environmental Council of Kuwait. We thank him so much for his cooperation with us. The second segment or part of our work is social responsibility.
Exactly.
We have an idea to make the governance, sustainable governance or sustainable cities. Countries like in the GCC, like Dubai, Ajman, they are certified as sustainable cities. So we should follow the same. And there are also international cities worldwide are also certified to be sustainable cities. Now, sustainability is very important because it takes into consideration social, environmental, and economic factors into consideration, and also preparing the cities for the future, which is in 2060. Most of the cities worldwide will not be depending on fossil fuels as a source of energy.
That's really great, and the projects are really inspiring. And sustainability is not only local, but it can be also global.
Yes, yeah.
So in that regard, what are some objectives of the association that they are trying to do in order to compete or maybe like take Kuwait into a global level for sustainable development?
We started an initiative, and this initiative the idea of it, and also we presented to 3 governorates. We are thankful for the governorates of the capital and the governor himself, and also Al-Ahmadi governor, and also Al-Farwaniya governor. They asked for us for a presentation. We done a presentation. They accepted the idea, and they wanted from us to give more details about it. The idea is very simple. There is ISO standard, which is standard, international standard, and this standard have indicators. And any city or government need to be certified or to be in compliance with the requirement and specification of this standard, which is a standard number 37120.
Okay.
They need to meet certain criteria. There are about 100 criteria, and there's different levels of certification ranging from aspirational level to platinum level. So the more you achieve and be in compliance with the indicators,
the higher rank you will have.
The higher rank you will get. But we are hoping in Kuwait that we will start, hopefully, if we accepted and being implemented, to start from step 1, which is aspirational.
Okay.
Then it is easy to go for the other levels.
So like when you also mentioned aspirational, is it like more about raising awareness and implementing some of the things that's required?
Yes, yeah. It is very important, as you have stated or mentioned, that to make awareness, to accept the IDs, and to work to implement the ID.
That's really great. And with a great inspiration and also like a great idea, it cannot happen only solo. It requires a great partnerships.
Yes.
And in that regard, is there like any mechanism that you have put in place to make sure there's a meaningful cooperation or partnerships with other organizations?
Yeah. Previously, most of the work was done by government organizations. Now, globally, worldwide, there's a partnership between government sectors and non-governmental organizations. So this partnership is very important because all the efforts and all financial resources, human resources can be coordinated in a very good way in order to achieve the targets. So in this particular initiative, Sustainable Cities in Kuwait, we are looking for partnership with individuals, partnership with cooperative societies, partnership with government organizations, and also with the VIPs, because every one of these sectors,
yes,
and even the expats working in Kuwait, all of these sectors and a group, we will be working with them in order to achieve sustainable cities objectives.
Inshallah, we're looking for a future and a promising future, inshallah, with this beautiful association and the initiative itself. And I know, establishing that will not be easy, but with the cooperation that the government is providing and the governors, that will make it really simple.
Yes.
So what are some of the challenges that you have faced, and how can the association address that to make it easier for implementation?
Yeah. To implement the standard requirement and specification, there is a massive cost, because there will be training for internal auditors to check compliance, and also for certification you need external auditors to come and check that you are really in compliance with the standard in order to give you the level of certification that you are requesting. So there is a financial cost in it, a human resources preparation.
For training staff.
Exactly. But as you said, and as I have indicated and stressed, is that we will be starting from level 1. And this level 1 will not be that much of cost on the governments and also the organizations like the governments in the state of Kuwait. So this initiative, putting the seed, is very important for us. But once we plant the seed, it is easy to make the seed grow and also to flourish with time.
Exactly. Yeah. And with that, what are some steps that the association is aiming to lay the foundation for the idea to be implemented?
Yeah, first, we want from the governments to accept the idea, although it is have challenges, but to accept it. Once they accept it, we'll start to plan for them what indicators, in accordance to their capabilities, that they can achieve. Yes. So if they can achieve 35 indicators, will be at the level of aspiration, and this is very good. So we want the government to start from level 1, which is to achieve at least be in compliance with 35 indicators in order to be in this level of certification. It's not difficult, but there is challenges like time allocating human resources, teams. But hopefully we need to be
taking the step,
take it step by step, and also to be in line with other countries in the region and worldwide. We cannot
Exactly.
be behind, and we have to work hard to be the best.
Of course, and alhamdulillah, in Kuwait we got everything that
Inshallah.
can help us to really reach that level and achieve a
Yes.
global record in that term.
Sure.
Sustainability helps in many different areas, and one of
Yes.
them is economic area.
Yes.
So could you tell us more about how the sustainable development can help in that regard?
Well, sustainable development was an idea that was adopted by the United Nations. The United Nations have made a commission, and that particular commission was in charge to study and investigate why the whole world is facing environmental, social, and economical problems. So they came with a very important report titled Our Common Future.
Our common future.
Yes, that was released, that particular report was released in 1987. And afterwards, they started the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, and they took action to solve all the world's problems and the challenges that need to be resolved in order to make the whole world more sustainable. Sustainability is not about only environmental issues.
Exactly.
Sustainability, it has 3 pillars or 3 foundations: the environment, the social factors, and also the economic factors or framework. In economy, you need to make the natural resources, you extract them without harming the environment and also the public health. You have to protect areas the sea areas or the coastline or the islands, because these are natural resources that can attract tourists and also can increase the local economic growth. So sustainability is making everything working or running in parallel. So we want environmental protection and to
Exactly.
protect the human health, and at the same time we want economic growth. But neither of them should be on top of the other one. We don't
They
want
should be
economic
balanced.
growth. Yes, we don't want economic growth that harm the environment and the health of the people, and we don't want too much protection, and it will have an
Not add any
adverse
value.
negative impact on the economy.
MashaAllah, that's really beautiful to know. And looking ahead at the future, we
Inshallah.
cannot look at the future without thinking of the most essential elements, which are the youth themselves.
Yeah.
So how do you envision the association to incorporate the youth or engage them in this beautiful vision?
Sustainability, a very important question. Thank you for this question. Sustainability have also a very important concept related to future generations. We don't want to leave future generations with the burdens that we created for them. So we need to take care of the generations, the present generations, the future generation, to have a better quality of life. So we need to also, as also an association, we need to work with the youth and also university students and college students in order to prepare them for the future. So hopefully we will be having a memorandum of understanding with colleges and universities in the state of Kuwait, whether they are government or private sector, in order to be part in this very important initiative related to sustainable cities.
Of course, the conversation with you was really delighted, filled
Thank
with
you.
the hope and also a brighter future for Kuwait and sustainable, and that aligned with the vision for Kuwait 2035. Thank you so much, Dr. Ali
You're
Khuraibet,
most
for
welcome.
joining us, Chairman of Environmental Specialization. Thank you so much for being with us in the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now, dear viewers, we're going to take a quick break and then we're going to be back. Stay tuned.